Ahoy hoy, fellow foodies! If you were wondering what this referred to earlier, Gundam Wing had an opening animation that started with that in Japan that was used as the closing animation in the States. When it aired roughly 17 years ago. Wow. Yeah, this review is showing me the unyielding pace of time. Anyway, well, here's what I'm expecting going forward, and here's the Groot Blizzard I designed. Groot is a living, talking tree, and he can form blossoms, so I emphasize blossoms. From actual trees, though. So no strawberry, no banana. The cocoa pod, which houses the cocoa bean, grows from blossoms, and pineapples grow from blossoms. So it's a chocolate blizzard, and since I couldn't get any actual tree nuts, peanut butter cups for healthy fats and some added protein. Meanwhile, I remembered that the banana split blizzard banana splits were advertised in the Dairy Queen flashback beginning of the movie. But no, we got Brookies in the tie-in. I wish they were around all year, but I don't see them as particularly relevant. Neither the caramel nor the chocolate chunks. It's just something whipped together that could just be repackaged with anything else later. Not exciting. This could be served up any time of year. Just thinking of the actual wood of a tree is pretty much all of its contents between the bark. There's a little bit of a green ring underneath the bark. That is the living stuff. And I was thinking of like a Royal Blizzard style fudge stripe in the middle to symbolize that, but you can't just order that on anything. It's got to be those specific for Royal Blizzards. Back to banana split, because they tend to skip on the pineapple on that. I ordered double pineapple. And sometimes you taste it, sometimes you don't. It's typically just, this flavor is just chocolate peanut butter, little hints of pineapple. So it's got your healthy fats, some protein, and some vitamins and minerals, plenty of fiber. Well, some fiber. Typically when I get ice cream at Dairy Queen, I'm just getting banana and a small sundae as part of the 5 buck lunch. Because even though I sample a lot of junk food for you guys, I do try to eat healthy. And I'm going to put this down before I eat any ice cream on my next lemon that I'm still wearing to calm myself down after filming my reaction part 2. I hope I didn't freak you all out too badly. And if you want to actually hear the story about how I lost my own mother to brain cancer, please leave something in the comments. But it's probably going to be on one of my other accounts because swearing! I've got some leftover anger from that. That coming back to the surface even before I saw this movie. What do I expect moving forward? I'm interested to see what they do with Rocket. It's recognized that he's been deliberately a douche to. Wow! I just did it again. Even if I ever take off on this channel, I'm not making a thing off of this response. Yeah, he's been a bit of an hygiene product on purpose to chase people away because he's scared of having people close. It's going to be a very different Rocket Raccoon. In the movie, we had a very different Yondu. Let's see. Very different. Well, a lot of things. Now that we are going to have a Teenage Groot, we get to see Star-Lord as a parent figure. That's going to be interesting. A united Ravagers Guild. How are they going to treat the Guardians? How are they going to treat the Sovereigns for trying to kill the Guardians? For dealing with Taserface after he mutinied and tried to have everyone loyal to Yondu killed off. I mean, what's going to happen with the Sovereigns outside of the obvious Adam Warlock speculation for aiding and abetting Ego's attack on all populated planets. Are we going to get a better balance in the soundtracks? I mean, it was the best of an era, you know, pretty much. That's what they were going over the first time. The second time, if it wasn't trailer music that played up the theme of the movie or an actual plot point, it was, it's okay, I guess. I mean, for me, at my age, a lot of this, this is my first exposure to a lot of these. I'm Nightwish, Sonata, Arctica, Midnight Syndicate kind of guy. And a lot of other things. Billy Joel, Woody Blues, but this is a lot of first exposure. And is Star-Lord now with the Zune gonna be a bit more contemporary instead of a bunch of 80s references? How's Mantis going to deal with the outside world? She will have Drax to lean on. She clearly knows him in a special way now. And she's been proven to be very suggestible. And kind of literal, just like him. I'm not sure if they have a romantic or platonic friendship. I was disappointed to see that unspoken thing between the action girl and the Chris Pratt. Basically, it's like it's another thing from the Lego Movie. It's the purple-haired action girl who needs the bumbling everyman so much. In situations where she's supposed to be in her element and him out of his. And then, oh look, he gets the girl in some way. And I think that's overplayed. Something I liked about Gotham when I was still watching it is Selena asking Bruce, why can't we just be us? Have our own thing and not try to pigeonhole. I guess there was some of that in there, and I appreciate that. She referred to some unspoken thing, but doesn't look like they're going to do a serious romance. Though it also looks like he's been holding off on his womanizing because he's waiting for her. So that's him making somewhat of a responsible move, a mature move. Changing up how he acts on a ship with so many other people on it. Infinity Wars next year. There's a bit more spacefaring stuff with Thor. Will there be any crossover? We saw Stan Lee telling his life story to the Watchers in this. And this is the second time I've seen Marvel say it's leaving Stan Lee stranded. That is like maybe the last scene of Spider-Man the Animated Series in the 90s. Wow, that takes me back. Don't tell me it was 20 years ago. Don't tell me it was 20 years ago. Don't tell me. Damn it! So not making monetization off of this. Yeah. Thanks. Anyway, Howard the Duck. I was watching it with my mom. I was like, why do they keep putting in Howard the Duck? I tell her, Howard the Duck shows up when Howard the Duck wants to. That was reason for speculating him showing up sometime in a future Marvel vs. Capcom segment. Later I'm going to put up that survey about what Marvel vs. Capcom ending would you actually like to see as a comic book. Definitely looking forward to Thor Ragnarok, though with so many of the same sequel over and over again floating around. It felt very repetitive, even with 3D glasses on. Speaking of 3D glasses, they might look like shades, but it was 6:05 showing, Mother's Day. My mom, from a recent foot surgery, who had to get around on a little stroller thing. And we were sitting in the handicap access row because of that, and you might not even know who you are. But sitting up row ahead of us, a few seats over to the left, someone was aiming their phone at us when they were streaming something right in our eyes. Please don't do that. We had to actually keep calling out to, I think it was her. I think you were her. Took us out of the movie a little bit. Please don't do that in the future. And that's how I'm talking about everyone watching this. That's very rude. How is Hala going to interact? Is Howard the Duck going to show up again? Because it looks like Sakaar, the gladiatorial thing from Sakaar. Of course, you and I have seen that trailer a lot, likely. I didn't hear women going nuts to see Loki in the trailer, but that trailer's been out for a long time, so it's less of a surprise. Couldn't tell if it looked more like the Collector, or this definitely looks a lot more like the Collector than the Red King. So I'm not sure who's going to put him in gladiatorial combat. I don't know if that's never happened to Thor before. Have we seen all the Infinity Stones yet? Vision's almost certainly doomed because he's powered by the Mind Gem. That's got to go into the gauntlet worn by Thanos and Adam. But Thanos' other daughter, his bald daughter, his name I just can never remember on my own. Even if I look it up, I know I've forgotten. I'm sorry about that. I say apologizing to a hypothetical and fictional character. She's off to kill Thanos. I was expecting her to actually join the Guardians of the Galaxy, but based on trailer footage, but no. It's one more setup for Ragnarok. So all I gotta say is, it was this time viewing the Spider-Man Homecoming trailer that I finally realized, oh, look! It's Michael Keaton playing Vulture! And oh my god, he's traded in the Juvenator for an awesome Minimech flight suit based on hard sci-fi and real robots, whatever. Oh god, it's Birdman, it's Batman! We finally get to see something like a Batman versus Spider-Man. I mean, in the Prestige, we got to see Batman versus Wolverine. Now we get to see Batman versus Spider-Man, and this Vulture dude looks kind of like a hypocrite, because if family's so important to him, why is he so keen on killing everyone in Spider-Man's family? But, don't expect me to have a special Blizzard in mind for that movie. Maybe there'll be some inspiration inside of it, but don't count on that. Alright. That's everything. Yeah, I've got no goodbyes based on that, so I'll just say, I am Groot.